Hey, what's up, Theo? What's up, Rum Person? How you doing, man? Oh, I forgot to change. I just realized I forgot to change the title, stream title, and description. Few little details in the description, but nothing too bad. Hey, what's up, Kat? How you doing? Nothing. How about you? Just doing exploration. I'm finally getting into the groove. Finally getting into the mood. The last maybe 2-3 weeks, I've sort of been putting it off. I don't know, like every time I've thought about like streaming and then finally doing exploration, I keep feeling lazy about it. Sure, you guys are probably done with most of your exploration. Still a few weeks, still 5.3 releases, but I'm already nervous to pull. To pull for Mawika? Well, sorry. Why are you what are you nervous about?
モンドの水は木をくすんでいて、リーウェの水は後味が長く続く。
Is it Lolly? Why? You don't know why you're nervous, okay. Weird, but sure, I guess. Don't expect much. That's all I can say. Don't expect much. Why would you think people expect much?
喜んで
No, sorry. I haven't been like following the rumor mill as much as you guys have been. So I don't actually know how people feel about the coming new characters. Oh, here we are back in 1920. This feels so weird. It feels like a different game. Why is the title different here? Yeah, because I changed it. I forgot to change it before I started it. Yeah, I forgot to change it. I started the stream and then I realized, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to change the title and thumbnail. He said he's nervous about pulling, so just letting him know to not expect too much. Okay, yeah, that's fair point. Fair point. That's true. You know, I gotta say, I'm kind of nervous that if it does turn out to be an Arlecchino rerun in 5.3, because like people are talking so positively about Citlali that I'm kind of nervous about skipping her now. Huh. Oops. What? Hmm. Maybe you should just play and compare for a while before you pull. Yeah, because like I'm not nervous about skipping Mawika, right? In case I do, in case I end up not having enough primos at all, because I know that she's gonna rerun somewhat soon, because she's an Archon, right? Um, but Citlali, because the last time we got a Cryo Catalyst user, we all know how that went. I'm confused. There's sort of... Doesn't seem to be... Okay, there's nothing here that is telling me what colors those should be. I guess I'll have to watch the video. That's... That, okay, the video... They do this. But that looks red to me already. Is that not red already? Okay, I guess it wasn't. Hey, what's up, Diehawk? How you doing, man? Very likely Arlecchino's job is gone if Mawika keeps going like this. Really? Maybe you should just play and compare for a while. Okay. You're gonna have 3 pyro on fielders since you even vertically invested in Hu Tao. Yeah, yeah. And at that point, I mean, like, even I have Diluc for Pete's sakes. I know Diluc isn't very usable anymore, but yeah. Arlecchino, yeah, Arlecchino definitely is an on-fielder only, no off-field at all. Mawika, at least according to rumors, seems to be not strictly on-fielder only, but like she's only as good as she's really only at her best as an on-fielder. So, yeah, I really don't know. And I mean, it also has to do with her playstyle. I'm not sure if, like, I still have no idea what her actual playstyle looks like, what her animations look like, etc., etc. I still really like Arlecchino's, like, just plain and simple, just E, let it cook, charged attack, and then normal attack. Right? It's similar to Yoimiya, a little more complicated than Yoimiya's, but also has a bit of AoE compared to like Yoimiya's just strictly locked into single target. Literally wrote the solution right there. Wrote the solution. Try sniping with a color until you get it. Yeah, Yoon Deluxe, best team too. That's why play and compare. Oh boy. Okay, now that you tell me this, I'm kind of nervous to skip my week now. Hope you don't mind. I'm helping myself to some spaghetti. I'm gonna say this first. Mawika's in love with both Zelona and Setlali. You have to consider how you would compromise Zelona in your Neuvillette team. I'm sure there's ways around that. Neuvillette has plenty of teams that he's good in without Zelonin. Just that the one that I use the most with Zelona and Kazuha in it are the it's just the one that I'm used to. And this is what we call FOMO. Sooner or later, I'm sure they'll release um, another character like Zelonin. Oops. I'm not gonna explain her kit, but she's special in a way that she is really, really in love with both Zelona and Setlali. Not about how strong Zelona's kit is, the fact that she consumes something. Okay. Yeah, no. I was talking more about like if I eventually have to fork over Zelonin to Mawika, then I'm sure one day in the future we'll get a character that can take the place of Zelonin in the current in my current Neuvillette team.
すぐ終わらせてあげる。風の行く先を。痛がった夢よ。かかれ。
主なきそれを初めて見つけたのが君であれば、それは君のものだ。法律上問題はない。
風よ。よっ。風よ。散れ。
Or if you hate yourself, Beto. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could try it. I mean, like, technically, I don't need the shielding / interruption resistance anymore. But, you know, I would still need someone to be there. Those dogs are louder than you? Yeah, they are. I can hear them louder than I can hear myself.
この世を渡り歩くにはより多くの身分を持った方が便利なの。君にもいくつか作ってあげようか。
I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was like some kind of animal shelter or something. You know, like in some Western countries, they have like shelters that take in stray dogs and stray animals and take care of them, and then like they take care of like getting them adopted and stuff. But it's not. It's just an active choice to have them.
「悪くない芽が出たわ。今日も引き続きサボりましょう。調子が良くなってから仕事を一気に終わらせるわよ。」
I just hiccuped. I don't know if that came across through the microphone. I wonder if I could take this with me from far away. Oh, not very far, but... Not a very tall wind current, is it? Yep. Nope. Nope. Not very tall. You have a headset? I do. But well, not a headset. I don't use headsets. I mean, like I used to, but I prefer earphones really, because like headsets cover the ears, you know, stuff like that, and in a hot and humid climate, you know, stuff like that, right? I just prefer earphones. In fact, I prefer speakers, right? But because of the nature of my job, I have to use earphones. Not only that, but the really old set of speakers that I use is like because they're not broken, but they're just broken enough that they if I just use the speaker part of it and not like plug in earphones to it, eventually it turns off or like it just stops working, and I have to fiddle around with the volume knob and the power button and stuff like that. It's just annoying. That's why I just permanently use earphones with it. I still haven't had the time to have them fixed or or like saved up enough money to have them fixed, especially because like I don't even know how much it's gonna cost to have them permanently fixed. It's not broken, it's just broken enough that it's, you know, there's little things like that. Literally a 20-plus-year-old set of speakers, so yeah, I'm not complaining. I realize older people love speakers. It's just like just having stuff in your ears or over your ears all the time, man. We weren't born to do that. Hey, what's up, Overpowered? How you doing, man? Hey, what's up, Matthias? How you doing, man?
メリュジームはフォンテーヌが誇る美しき生命体だ。彼女らとは良い関係を築くといい。決して傷つけたりしないように。
When you said eat slowly, you know, when I was a kid, I used to be like really slow at eating, and I still think I am, but to make up for that, when I was a kid, I tried to make up for it, but just eating large scoops every time. Like every scoop I eat, I just made it as big as I could, and then I guess I just got used to that. Good, what about you? I'm alright, man. Weather's really nice today. Like, it's sunny, but not too sunny. It's windy, and the wind is not hot. The wind is actually nice and cool, despite how sunny it is. These speakers are older than me. Yep. I think you were here that stream where they fell. Like they fell pretty hard. It was an evening stream for me. It's nice. Weather is really hot here. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm thankful that the weather's like this today, but it's not always going to be like this. We hardly ever get weather like this. And, you know, despite the fact that I actually like this kind of weather, I actually wish it were sunny and hot today. Because my wife just finished washing the carpet. Like, it's an old carpet that we haven't used. It's not mine. It was my dad's, but they haven't used it in a really long time. And so me and my wife ended up having it because my dad moved. When my dad moved, he couldn't really like have a carpet. My mom didn't want to like bother with cleaning it anymore, so she stopped using it. So I was like, okay, well, I'll have it. And then at some point, we also got tired of cleaning it. So we just rolled it up and like put it in the corner. But before we put it in the corner, in December, literally Christmas morning, December 25, 2022, the house got flooded, and not just us, but like in fact, like we got We got yeah, we were lucky over here. We only had like ankle deep flooding in my part of the city. Some parts of the city literally had like neck deep flooding, and some other towns nearby had like literally like their entire towns were just covered in water. Yeah, it was a rough day. Um, so the carpet itself was just stood up on the floor, on the ground floor. Um, and so we didn't put it up on the stairs because like our stairs is like a multi-level like staircase, because like it turns 180 degrees. It's not just straight to upstairs. It's like one direction, and then turns 180 degrees. 180 degrees, and like in that turn, there's like some space to put stuff in, and we didn't put it up there. We just put it down here on the ground, down there on the ground floor, and when that flood came, whenever it floods here, the canals, you know, like the sewage system. When I say sewage, like I don't mean like poop goes in there. Like every house here, every house here has their own septic tank. So like poop and stuff, stuff that goes down the toilet doesn't go into like one centralized system. It just all goes down into like each and every household's like septic tank. So when I say sewage, basically like just the city's drainage system. But because, you know, people are dumb, people just throw everything down there. So it's just like water in there is just black. Just always black. And I don't know how to describe this, but it's like black, and like probably if any of that water got into your mouth, like you'd probably just get a stomach ache, like, you know, within a day. It's just that bad. Rats live in there. Rats are born in it. They are born in it. They die in it. They poop and pee in it. Like there's everything down there. And so whenever the city floods, of course, you know, the water from there is gonna go up too, which also goes into people's houses, and that's why the carpet itself, like because it was stood up, only one end of it was like got wet, but that one end got wet with like murky, like infested black water, and we sort of just never cleaned it then. Like it just eventually dried out, so like it stopped smelling. But when my wife finally washed it started washing it a couple of days ago, it's like the smell came out again, and like it took her quite a few washes, and then finally today we're hanging it up outside, and and that's why I wish it was actually sunny and hot today, so that it would just dry in like within today, and we wouldn't have to like put it out tomorrow again. And here's the thing too, like there's no space outside just my house for us to like hang clothes. Like when okay, get this. We hang clothes like our laundry. Oh boy, you guys can't hear me over the dogs probably. Okay. Right, like our laundry, we hang our clothes like a laundry literally above our heads in the kitchen. That's where we hang our clothes in. Because there's no space for like hanging clothes. There's no like open space outside the house, but that's also still within the premises. So what I have to do is like what we're doing with the carpet is, so my mom bought an e-bike a couple of months ago after she sold her car. When she moved, she couldn't take the e-bike with her, because like where she was moving, like there was no service center for the e-bike or like that brand of e-bike, so she just left it with us. And so, but the e-bike she bought also, like she bought like the additional like the add-on to it, which was like a carbon roof, and like the carbon roof. So what I did was I took out the e-bike, put it on the side of the street, like parked it on the side of the street, and then just put the carpet on the roof of the e-bike. now it's like super cloudy already. Even though like 3:20 p.m. Still supposed to be really sunny today, but because of the weather today, which by the way I really like, it's not sunny anymore, so it's really not great for drying carpet. Wind helps too with evaporation. Yeah, but like it still kind of smells a little bit. It's proving to be really hard. The smell is proving to be really hard to get out. So we were kind of hoping that it would sun dry. You know, we were kind of hoping to sun dry it, like in that way, um, it would help remove the smell. And yes, you're right. I was finishing my pasta.
これほど美しき景色を見ればおのずと旅がしたくなるものであろう。
Still funny how carpets always have lore. Funny how carpets. Oh man. If anything has spent any time with me, it's gonna have lore. It's gonna have lore. I'm so addicted to Roblox. Roblox fish? What's that? Thought the space and pace of the NBA. Sorry, what does that mean? Link? Stomachache? You die, bro. I just noticed that message from earlier. Oh, what the? How do I destroy that thing? Can I aim? Thank you. What? Am I allowed to aim? Huh? What the heck? In the video, it shows that an enemy comes out here after I light the torches. You still playing your alt accounts, RD? Of course. Why not? I'm so confused. This is extremely puzzling. Well, I guess it is a puzzle after all. Puzzle wouldn't be a puzzle if it wasn't puzzling, I guess. I'm just stumped. I don't have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Kill the enemies. Light up the torches. Am I supposed to light them up a certain way? Oops. In a certain order? Oh, I guess I was supposed to light them up a certain order.
痛がった夢に肩についたよ工作せよ
雲が借りなく時あり
Darn.
いざせいそっと
せ痛がった夢
はっそれ
宝箱もジャを穴からおびき出すことができるのね
They're just so annoying. You know, the enemies themselves and their attacks aren't too troublesome. What's annoying is like their shields are so they're not tanky, but I just hate the idea of a shield being elemental application based. Like I mean I appreciate that the shield doesn't care what element you apply to it. Not like, you know, it's not like the abyss mages or like elemental the abyss lectors and heralds where like you have to have the right element. At least it's not like annoying that way, but it's just annoying because like it just takes so much elemental application to break through the shields. Which boss for Farina, RJ? Boss, her, what do you mean? Her weekly boss mats or to ascend her? Ascension? I don't know. Let me look it up. Mine's max level, so I wouldn't be able to see it. What boss is this? Oh, that's the thing. Tulpa? Yeah, Hydro Tulpa. RJ, in this meantime, since I haven't been there, I got C2 riding. Wait, what? Really? Happiest moment in my career, I gotta say. Nice. I mean, I didn't C2, man. Really something. Really makes you feel like she's... I mean, don't get me wrong, she's still pretty strong even without C2. But like C2 just makes you feel how strong she is, regardless of whether you're doing a proper setup or not. Whether your gear is like really good on her or not. Like she just feels really strong at C2. I guess the ignore defense is like a really good thing to have. I guess I already got this one. I have something. I guess like I have some thoughts about that. Actually, I think Oyo is doing things pretty well, and when I say things, I mean like how they're designing characters, the character kits, like damage dealers, and like how they're deciding to like what numbers to give them, like how they're like how big their multipliers are overall between C0 R0, like C0 and free to play weapons, C1/C2 depending on whichever one their significant constellation is, um, and having their signature weapon. Because most players who want to get all the characters, or rather as many of the limited characters as they can, are not very likely to be able to get their signature weapons too. Right, so they just end up getting like C0, R0, right? Unless if they're like super out there, they do exploration, they do all the exploration, get all the rewards and stuff, do all the events, log in actively, right? Like maybe someone like that, yes, will eventually be able to get like a few C1s here and there, a few C2s here and there, a signature weapon here and there. So but for like the super casual free to play, I understand how they don't wanna reward those players too much, because they're not really getting much out of those kinds of players. And they're barely getting anything out of those kinds of players. They're not getting playtime, and they're not getting actual just straight up money. I think Chi-Chi could take her. And getting just for some characters, it seems to be either the C1 or the C2 that makes them really rewarding to play. So a character like Neuvillette or Arlecchino. In Neuvillette's case, it also feels really rewarding to get his signature weapon. Whereas a character like Arlecchino, her signature weapon doesn't feel as rewarding as her C1. Mostly due to the really nice free-to-play options. And there are some characters who feel really rewarding to get C0 and their signature weapon, like Zelonin, for example. While C1 and C2 Zelonin are really nice, but like you don't feel that big of a loss by going C0 R1 compared to C1 R0. The site's still fire for real. I mean, like they I think it was Hoyo tried that was Hoyo's attempt, I think, at making signature weapons less significant, less practically significant, and just give players a different reason to go for the signature weapon. Because yeah, they made it look good to bait people. Yeah, of course, right? Because either that they knew that, okay, well, the white tassel's already in the game, Jade Spear's already in the game. Like they knew about that. Or of course they knew about that. Like they were thinking about that and thinking, okay, there's no way we can make her signature weapon much better than these already existing weapons in the game, without making it too overpowered, without ruining the game's balance. So what's another thing we could do to encourage people to pull for this thing? And it was an attempt at, it was an attempt at making it so that a signature weapon is less of a practical. Of course, it was still like better than like some other options, right? But it was less. It wasn't as practical as most other signature weapons. But because it wasn't as practical, they had to give us some other reason to pull for it, which was the aesthetics. And seeing as we haven't seen any other signature weapons like that since then, I think they probably just decided, okay, people aren't pulling for this. People aren't pulling for this as much as we thought they would. So I guess this doesn't work. I guess it really only works, right? Like they probably realized, okay, like most players really only pull on weapons if the weapons are actually like practically good and not they don't care about aesthetics. But I don't mind. I don't mind them trying this and that. I mean, because the fact that they're trying different things is a good sign. It means they actually still care about the game. They still care about making the game better. Not necessarily just straight up making the game better, right? Because like, of course, they have to benefit from it somehow, right? Like that effort is gonna go to waste if it just straight up makes the game better without them benefiting anything, getting anything out of it. They have to get something out of it.
Te 手元に葉があるのなら拙者が草笛で一曲奏でよう。
風よ散れ。やっと。
More like they played. Oh, what? They're more like they care about how they make money? Of course, they're a business, man. They're a business. That's what they do. And they just so happen to be geeks that they like video games. So that's why they're, taking money and using it to make more money. Right? And however you do that depends on what where your expertise and or passions lie. Like if I was a really good seamstress, right, and I actually liked making clothes, then I would just make clothes and I would use money to make more money that way, right? I would use money. I would buy my own machine, right? My own sewing machine. I would set up like my workspace. Right, I'm spending money. Right, I'm using money to make more money. I would set up my workspace. I'd buy my equipment. I would buy my materials. Right, it's the same thing as what Hoyo does and any other business out there. Of course, there are a lot more. How should I say this? There are a lot more capitalistic ways of squeezing money out of people. There are a lot more capitalistic ways to squeeze money out of people. Oyo, at the very least, gives us something pretty after squeezing money out of us, DZZ went ahead and completely revamped the entire TV screen thing from feedback. Oh, really? Okay. Ah, that's not bad. I mean, what the heck is it even, right? Like right, like in all their trailers, like you see like 90% of the trailer footage, and then like teaser footage is like combat and characters, and then like in actual gameplay, you actually end up spending 90% of your time on those TV screens. Like, what the heck? It feels like a scam. It feels like one of those like those mobile game ads that you see. Yeah, mobile game ads that you see where the ad looks nothing like what the actual game is supposed to be. Uh is as actually like, right, like you see the ad and it looks like this, and then like when you actually download and install the game, it looks nothing like what the ad was like. Oh, hey, what's up, Shinran? My mom's a seamstress, but I didn't know such word existed when I was a kid, so I often put sewer in parent occupation, because you know the sewing clothes. Okay, she's sewing clothes. No one corrected me. Oh, that's okay, man. I just stumbled upon it in high school. I felt so stupid. It's okay, man. It's a kid thing. It's a kid thing. Just people who can't play the game properly, doom posting and spreading misinformation. The TV screen is very little. They made it optional too. There's a button you can press for a different version. Oh my god, thank goodness. I mean, I'm still not gonna play the game, you know, but still, like at the very least, it's not a scam anymore. Of my mom, but all this time I was calling her a dirty place instead. Uh, I mean, so where were you? Where did you even need to write your parents' occupation as a kid? Like, why did you have to fill up stuff like that? It sounds like something your parents should be filling up for you. My mom's a sewer. Sorry, excuse me, sewer. My mom's a sewer, not a sewer. Wonder if I missed any chests while I was here. Okay, I guess I didn't miss any. I don't know what forms those were, but yeah, there's that part where you fill out parents' occupation. I see. Well, I gotta say, I do remember also having to fill up stuff like that when I was a kid. Most of the time at school, though. Yeah, never really outside of school. Wonder why they would even need to know your parents' jobs, though. Probably some kind of survey or something. Some kind of government survey that they're, like, conducting through schools. Wouldn't it be right to write OF? Wouldn't it be funny to write OF for fun? Sorry, what? OF? Okay. I mean, man, that would be something, right? Like what would what would you as a mom or dad have to teach your kid, like what they should say their parents' job is? Like an online personality or like what? An OnlyFans content creator? Just oh man, what an awkward conversation that might be. OnlyFans, no AC and coolers. Ding. Man, I wish I had a bell for dad jokes.
風よ散れ
An online freelancer, content creator in quotes. I mean, you know, they make content. You know, content that they are the subject of.
かかれ
Oops, I'm still on Hu Tao. No, energy. There. An online freelancer.
喜んで口約束で済まないがこれを
Oh
君に
wow,
成就
really? Your mom's a freelancer? What kind of jobs does she do? Online model? That's something. It sounds good. Social media entertainer. But then, of course, like your children might also see you like taking those pictures, right? So like when when all of a sudden a conversation starts about exactly what you do, like they like, okay, what do you see? What do you see them do at home? Like, what do they do? How do they do that job? And then like they just answer, they take pictures of themselves at home. And they're like, what? Okay, what kind of pictures? And then the teacher finds out and then becomes becomes a subscriber. Darn it. Just crushed his head in. What did he say? So they take off their clothes. I'll be able to capture it from this angle. Oh. Oh, the guy's taking a picture. Okay. Finally getting there. Finally getting there. I love Ororon's exploration ability because it has no cooldown. Can get me to high places real quick. Downside is that it drains stamina. Stamina or phlogiston? Stamina outside of Natlan? Ah, I see. I guess. Do I just let it tell me stories? I guess I just listen to its stories. Hover. Is Ororon's hover really like just a straight up hover? Like, you know, like helicopter hover? Or you don't slowly move down? Hmm. I'm so confused. So the video, they just sit down, go through some dialogue, and it looks like they cut away from the dialogue. And then like all of a sudden there's a chest. I'm so confused. How do I... How do I get this thing? Oh. Oh, what?
雨降る風の中
Wait.
ふるさとを思う拙者と故郷のつながりは
So it shows I have to get to 3... No. How many?
「これほど美しき景色を見ればおのずと旅がしたくなるものであろう」
Okay, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here.
雨降る風の中ふるさとを思う拙者と故郷のつながりを
I already did the... So apparently I have to do the two... Like the places that are black and white. Where like I do stuff to put color back into it. Have I not done this yet? On this account? Well, I already opened it.
「仕掛けの術は実に奥が深く興味の尽きない技術であり、一言二言で説明できるようなものではない。だが毎回この話をすると皆が眠そうにするのはなぜであろう。情報提供者から知らせがあったわ。どうやらまた新たな変数が現れたようね。
Okay, I'm confused. Alright, I already did this. I already did the two locations that need color. Why can't I still get the chest from that big bird mural?
急がなくてもいいのよ。風よ。
Is my chat frozen? No, people are just being quiet. I guess just not much to talk about, really. Okay, that was weird. Why did I have to go back there? I already went there.
天地の恵みであるな。
Okay, that's 2 down. Okay, so apparently Ochkanatlan is the biggest one of these. Because this one's an hour and a half, whereas the last video was an hour 11 minutes, and the one before that, Kuahuacan Cliff, was only 42 minutes. Genshin needs a dismantle feature. Dismantle. Dismantle what?
これほど美しき景色を見ればおのずと旅がしたくなるものであろう。
Oh, wait. I know what you mean. You mean like these overworld materials, right? Like for example, if you crafted all of this into this, and then now you have none of these. Now you can't just like dismantle these and like get stuff out of it. You can't just and you gotta go out and actually like farm the monsters again. Yeah, okay, I get what you mean. It would be nice. Already has a dismantle feature. It's called dismantling your dreams. Well, the thing is, Genshin players are dreamers. Yeah, and we dream of stuff a little bit too much. So Oyo has to dismantle it. Why is Genshin the only game that doesn't have dismantle? Yeah, Genshin's also the only game that doesn't have an actual loadout system. All right, let's rage. Rah! ZZZ also doesn't have loadouts. I feel like ZZZ should have loadouts, you know? I mean, like, I get it. I haven't played the game, so I don't know exactly what all the combat's about. But I feel like it should have. Because it's like a very combat-oriented game. So I feel like it should have different loadouts for like fighting different enemies and stuff. I was actually, and you know what? I was actually trying to defend Hoyo back then. Right, like I don't know if you guys remember this, but like I was trying to defend Hoyo, trying to go like, oh, maybe they didn't want like the traditional like loadout system because that takes up storage space, right? Because like um if they had implemented like the traditional loadout system where you actually got to pick exactly which gear, which sands, which goblet, which circlet, which flower, which feather for loadout number one of this specific character, like that has to become some form of data, right, or some kind of file on Genshin servers, and they'd have to save that information, which for like millions and millions of players upon millions and millions of characters, that's a lot of data. And like I was kind of thinking, okay, like maybe they just wanted to implement like an algorithm, right, like some sort of like filter system, so in that way they wouldn't have to save any data for any of the accounts. And then yeah, I was actually like trying to defend Hoyo, and then like later on they just they introduced this feature where like when you select some kind of like these filters, it actually remembers exactly which filters, which like artifact set filter, which like stat, main stat and substat filter for each and every different, what's it called, type of artifact for each and every character that you have. And obviously that's gonna save data, right? They have to save that data. So like, why not at that point? Why not just give us a normal loadout system? Rolls in ZZZ are fixed. It's always just a roll. no high roll, low roll. Oh man, wouldn't that be awesome to have in Genshin? Man, I hate these kinds of enemies. Like for a meter troll, it's just so much more annoyingly tanky. What the heck? It was just a flower. It makes defining a good build very easy. It's easy. It's very easy to count how many substats you have just from looking at the main stat page. Yeah, that's true. Like in Genshin, you see someone that has an artifact that has like 14 crit rate, and you don't actually know. Like it's okay, sure, 14 crit rate on as a substat is pretty good, but you don't know how good it is, right? Because like I have some substats that are like 14 crit rate, but I can't tell whether it's an actually like a godly artifact or just a good artifact, because I can't, because like you can actually have like four no 5 rolls of crit rate and only have 14% crit rate, or you can also have 5 rolls of crit rate and have 19 crit rate. PCC is a combat focused game, so if they implemented Genshin HSR system, it would become more luck based and skill based. I mean, isn't Genshin sort of the same thing? It's just got open world. I mean, there's no PvP in those games either way. Right? Genshin is also, there is also combat in Genshin. So, like, why not implement it? Implement the same thing in Genshin. I guess they probably didn't realize at the time how impossible it was to get actually good artifacts from this kind of system, from the Genshin artifact system. They probably just thought, okay, well, we just don't want everyone to have completely perfect gear like very soon. Like we want it to take a while for people to actually get perfect gear. Or like, but they didn't realize like how impossible it was. Maybe, I mean, I don't know, just guessing. What about Star Rail? Or no, not Star Rail. Honkai Impact 3rd. Does Honkai Impact 3rd have some kind of like artifact system or like equipment thing? Hey, what's up, Luab? How you doing, man? Hey, what's up, Kim Teo? Good to see you, man. How you doing? Yeah, it would be. I don't think they can change it now. I mean, they could if they really wanted to, but then like we would have all these players with these like thousands and thousands of artifacts, like legacy artifacts that have artifacts that have like substats with high rolls and low rolls. And given how crazy the Genshin player base has been so far, it would make so many players happy, but at the same time, it would also make so many players angry, because like some people would be like, "Well, that's unfair. We had to farm our artifacts we had to farm our artifacts so much, and now new players just get to farm artifacts a lot more easily than us. No, that's unfair." Like people, yeah, like we're gonna get so many reactions like that. How to beat the Mondstadt Dragon? Oh, we have a new player, Kim Teo. What's up, man? New player. Oh boy. Okay, question, Kim Teo. Let me know, what team are you trying to use against it? Yeah, what team are you trying to use against it? Wolf Boy with Amber. Okay, anyone else?
悪くない代物か。少なくとも開けた瞬間の期待感は心地よいものだったのだろう。私は自身の仕事の価値とフォンテーヌの人々がなすことの意義を認めている。自分の責任を誇りに思っているのだ。水の味は実に幽怨な趣を持つ。モンドの水は清く澄んでいて、リーウェの水は後味が長く続く。稲妻の水は深みがあり、スメールの水は複雑で、じっくりと舌で味わう必要があるのだ。私は自身の仕事の価値とフォンテーヌの人々がなすことの意義を認めている。自分の責任を誇りに思っているのだ。
Okay, I think I can finally talk now. Alright, before I continue this, I think I should show this. I should show this to you because, man, like a lot of the early bosses in the game actually have like so many. I mean, like the newer ones also have a lot of mechanics to like that you have to learn to like make the fights easier to deal with, etc. Right? But like Dvalin, man, pretty cool. Okay, so let me just gear up my stuff. Gear up my characters. Hang on. Because there are some mechanics that you like. Because I'm going to being a new player, I'm going to assume that your fight is going to take a really long time. Your fight with Dvalin is probably going to take a very long time, which means there are certain attacks and mechanics in his fight that you are gonna have to deal with. He's making me run. I can't hit. Okay. RJ does a demonstration of the characters you have. Okay, so who was that again? So main girl, which means you probably have her Animo. She's not gonna help you that much in this fight. So hang on. No, okay, gonna have to make a new one. So let's pretend. Let's pretend this is MC. Sure, I guess. Uh, who else do you have? Barbara. Oh wait, who? Hang on. So Razor, Barbara. Of course you have Amber. Oh, you have Lisa too. I imagine. Mm. Amber, main girl. Okay, yeah. So MC, Amber, Barbara. Where's my Barbara? Oh, there. Okay. And Razor. There you go. Razor, good damage dealer in early game. He has Dendro MC? Oh. Oh, actually, okay, then. Wait, what? Really? You already went to... you already went to Sumeru. Hey, what's up, Afufa? Good to see you again, man. Okay, so among this team, ideally, you want to get a Cryo character. So, Cryo, of course, everyone has... Kaya, so I recommend you replace Kaya with... No, you replace Amber with Kaya. Barbara, Barbara's not very good, but she's your only healer at this point, so you might as well stick with her for now. I walked across the world to take a few, took a few hours. Oh, with your friends. Okay, at the very least, like you had fun with it. All right. Okay, so let me just fix my builds. So for now, you don't have artifact options right now. Like I imagine so. You probably don't have any artifact options. But what I can recommend you do is just take whatever you have, like just look for anything that's like this, right? Attack percent, and grab anything that you have that has like crit rate. Crit damage would be good too, but crit rate is your top priority now. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. These are 5 stars. You'll get these later, much later on in the game. Right? Just take anything you can that has attack percent here and crit rate. Yeah, crit rate is your top priority right now. You probably don't have that many options for now, but just, attack percent here. But this is for the Sands of Eon, right? The one in the middle here. As for here, if you have anything that's this, hang on, if I could just find it. Anything like filter it out to physical damage bonus. If you have anything that says physical damage bonus, use that. Wolves Gravestone, good dude. The guy already has Gravestone. I mean, it's not a good weapon in late game, but in early game, man, the Gravestone was like the weapon everyone wanted. Good old days of fighting in the overworld with friends. I had had a little coven of Lisa mains in my friends list. Okay. I got Gravestone my first 10 pull playing the game. Oh man, I had to actually pull for Gravestone on a weapon banner. But yeah, so Kim, if you don't have anything that has physical damage bonus, then just go with like attack percent. All right, just go with attack percent, and like I said, anything that has crit rate. If not, then okay, can't do anything about it. And as for, so these are the goblets, right? The goblets, this one over here. And for your circlets, these are the circlets here, circlet of logos. Filter it out to crit rate. Crit rate, and then like click crit rate first, and then crit damage for number 2, and then right, of course. So look for anything that has crit rate here. These are called main stats. And anything that has crit damage in here, these are called substats. If you don't have any, then okay, well, again, can't do anything about it. Right now, you cannot farm these yet. You can farm these much later on in the game, but for now, you probably have picked up some of them while you've been like opening chests and picking up loot. So just use those for now. And to help you out with like dealing a bit more damage. So your feather is actually like, these are called the feathers here. Obviously, it looks like a feather, right? But yeah, these are called we call these feathers, and so the feathers actually give you so much damage in early game, because they just straight up give you attack, like just straight up attack, not attack percent, but just attack. So like grab whatever feather that you have, like filter it to this attack, not attack percent, but this attack, and then crit rate, and then crit damage, and then do that, and then pick whichever the first option you have. First option they have has the most crit rate. If you can, try to level it up, like even just to level 8. That should help you out a bunch early on in the game. And say like for the flowers, we call these flowers over here. Just same thing, but filtered out for HP, crit rate, and crit damage, and pick the first one that comes up over here. Right, and you don't have to level it, but if you feel like if you want more HP, like if you feel like you're a bit too squishy, then you can just level these up. You can just level these up to like maybe level 8, maybe even level 12 if you still feel like you're too squishy. Hey, what's up, Foxley? How you doing, man? So yeah, like just gear them up for that. Gear up your razor for that. Yeah, and yeah, exactly what Shinran said. If you have some sets that are Berserkers set, I don't think I have anymore. Yeah, oh, these. I have one. Yeah, if you have Berserker set, so what you want to do is like click the set filter button over here, and then pick Berserker set here. Oops. Click Berserker set. And then that should show you like all the Berserker pieces that you have. You don't have to get a 4-piece set of it. Just get at least a 2-piece set of it. Just put on 2 of it on your razor. And the rest of it, like, but prioritize the main stat. Prioritize it that the main stat is correct. Like the sands here, attack percent, goblet here, physical damage or attack percent if you don't have attack percent, if you don't have physical damage yet, and the circlet here, crit rate. Okay, so for my example, I'm not gonna, hang on. Where's his weapon? Did I not raise a weapon for? Oh, I did. There it is. There it is. For my example here, okay. My razor is not built to actually do any damage, but I'm gonna use it as an example. Okay, and same with your Kaya. I recommend you gear it up. So I recommend you put this sword on your Kaya. This thing, Harbinger of Dawn. When you pick up any Harbinger of Dawns, make sure to lock them. Just do this. All the copies that you have right now. Yeah, lock all copies of Harbinger of Dawn that you have, Kim Teo, because these are going to be really, really valuable for you now until forever. Till this day, I'm thankful I got Bennett super early. He helped me so much with his fat heels. Man, I think I got Bennett like quite late on. Like not super late, but like not early too. I only have physical damage sword. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Well, I mean, can't do anything about it, right? But just, just from now on, hold on to your Harbinger of Dawns. Those are going to be really useful for you from now until forever. Um, Harbinger of Dawns. If not that, at least like whatever other sword they have. Hang on. Cool Steel, sort of okay. Cool Steel is also sort of okay on Kaya. And same thing with Kaya. So, like, remember the gear that we were talking about for earlier? Like, put a slap on attack percent sands on your Kaya. Goblet is cryo damage or attack percent. And then same with Circlet, crit rate. And if you can give him a 2-piece Berserker set, remember the set over here? This set, Berserker set. If you can give him at least 2-piece Berserker set, that would be great. Even like 2-piece Berserker set while having the right main stats. And again, same logic with the feather, flower, etc. And that's sort of it. Yeah, that's sort of it. That's sort of those are the two biggest priorities for you right now, because right now your damage dealer, your main damage dealer is Razor. Kaya does a bit of damage too, but your main character doesn't really do that much damage. Barbara doesn't do any damage. She's just gonna be your healer mainly. All right, so let's go into the fight and take a look at his actual mechanics. Zhongli face looks weird. How do I get his shield? Hold E. If you play on PC, then just hold E, and then you get his shield. So when he does that, he's gonna fly towards you. So what you want to do is just get off to the side here. By the way, oh yes, that's right. So these like things, once you pick them up, they create air currents, and those air currents you can fly up with them, which allows you to go between these different platforms. And you're gonna need that for later on. You're gonna need that for later on. All right. So what you want to do is like put cryo on them, use Kaya's skill, and then use Razor's skill, and then you just did superconduct right there, right? Superconduct makes it so that your physical damage does more. You do more physical damage against the enemy that you just did superconduct against. Right? You just do this. You wait for his feet to be here on the platform. That's when you can hit him. And then, okay, he's going out again. So you just step over to the side. Wait for him to cross over. And of course, when he attacks like that, you dodge this. Here, you can attack him too. Oh, right there. Yeah. Okay, and then when he's down, you just climb up his neck over here, and then you do damage to this thing. Right? What just did a pretty big chunk of damage? Was that superconduct? What? Sorry, excuse me, what? Is that superconduct doing damage? Oh my god, yeah, I just realized this is a full EM Razor. Oh my god. I just realized this is a full EM Razor. So I was so surprised. I was like, how is superconduct doing damage? Okay. You can climb it. What I've been shooting it with the Amber. Yeah, you can climb it. Oh, here. So you dodge this attack, right? Like, dodge, just, sprint. And then, okay, once he does this, the platform you're standing on is just going to continue to, like, everything on this platform is going to continue to take damage. Right? Like, everything with this rain thing on it. So what you want to do is that you want to fly over to the next platform. And if you can see, like, look, see, this platform also has cracks in it that are lit up. So you don't want to be on this platform. So you want to pick up these, like, white things, and you want to keep moving until the next platform. I think I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. Okay, I made it. All right. So now this platform doesn't have... Oh, yeah. Okay, if you notice there, like, his head was, like, pointed that way. So you don't want to be shooting at that foot. You want to be attacking. You want to be attacking this other foot over here. Okay, here his neck is down, so you can attack him. Okay, and he's down again. Alright, and then once he's down, you can climb up his neck, and you can do damage to this thing. 10k. Sorry, does Superconduct... Is Superconduct supposed to do 2 instances of damage? Look at this. It's doing... Okay, well, that's only one. Alright, for some reason earlier it was doing 2 instances of damage. Attack kills my whole team at the same time. Yeah, like, right? Like, so that's why I said... Oh, yeah, look at that. Like, look, the platform over there, it's lit up, right? Like... Okay, he's gonna attack that leg, so you saw move over here to the other side, and then you do your thing. And you just keep attacking. If you noticed, I'm not doing like the full razor like normal attack string. I'm just doing 3 at a time, and then I'm sprinting 3, and then you dodge that attack. You do this. There you go. Okay, now he's knocked down again. He's knocked down again, and okay, and then you do your thing. So me doing only 3 of Razor's normal attacks is sort of like it's sort of like an optimization thing. You don't have to do it. You can if you want to, but it's more like an optimization thing. It's just become a habit of mine. Okay, this platform has cracks on it now. So time for you to move to the next platform. Alright, so you do it quickly, Oh no, everyone's dying. Heal with Barbara. And then just move on to the next platform, right? Oh no, the next platform also has cracks in it. So you keep moving to the next platform until you find a platform that doesn't have cracks on it. And, okay, if your fight takes so long that if your fight just takes so long that you keep having to move platforms until like every platform has cracks on it, then I'm sorry. I don't think you're gonna be able to beat this fight. You're just gonna have to keep playing the game until you reach a high enough adventure rank that you can play in co-op and then just ask for people's help. Okay, I did not know I could get stuck. There. And then he's dead. You can't call out Dvalin? What? You can't? Okay, that's news to me. I had no idea, actually. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't know because I've never tried it. But, wow. Holy heck, huh? I did not know that. Monkey together strong. I was saying at the same time, monkey together strong. Monkey together strong. End up with C2 R0 and Neuvillette. 3 5 stars, back to saving mode now. R0. I feel like when you were on your way to C2, you should have gone for like the weapon instead. But you know, it's your preference. So it's your account. And that's up to your preferences. So it's up to you. I think you should still like C2 Neuvillette with no weapon. I feel like it feels awkward. I feel like you should try to go for the weapon. I mean, it's up to you again. It's your account, you know. Yeah, but if that was my account, I would definitely try to go for the weapon at that point. Even if I'm doing single pulls at that point. Is Zhongli good? Zhongli is pretty good. he is oh my god. Zhongli makes early game like brain dead easy. Zhongli in the early game makes the game brain dead easy. So if you feel like you're struggling with fights in Genshin and you just don't want to deal with it anymore, then okay, by all means, get Zhongli. Get Zhongli. But if you also if you don't want the game to be so boring that you don't take damage anymore, then you can get Zhongli later. Maybe. But that's up to you. What 5 stars are good? There's so many. By the way, Kim Tae-yo, 5 stars are not the only good characters in this game. In fact, there are many 5 stars that are not good. There are many 5 stars that are worse than some 4 stars, and there are many 5 stars that are good, but are only good with certain other characters. They're only good with certain 4 stars, with certain 5 stars. Yeah, because it's because of the Genshin's elemental reaction system. Yeah. But 5 stars that you should look out for. Here are a couple. Well, the one on the banner right now, actually. This one that I'm using, Neuvillette. This guy, one of the best 5 stars. Just really, really strong, really, really easy to use. Really hard. It's really hard to make him not good. Oh, some 4 stars to look out for, by the way. Some 4 stars to look out for. Xiangling, Beidou, Xingqiu, Fischl, Bennett, Sucrose. Who else? The sort of Rosaria also pretty decent, but only like in early to mid game. Kuki, yeah, this character, man. This is man, oh god, super useful early game. Oh my god, wait. You can make this happen. Angling's so ugly. Okay, Kim Tae-yo. All right, let me put this into perspective for you. Xiangling has been one of the memes in the community that ever since the beginning, that like people have been memeing that she's the real Pyro Archon. I don't know like how seriously you're taking the story of Archons are like gods in Tevat. Tevat is like the name of the planet or world that we live in this game, in Genshin. And people have been memeing from the beginning of time that Xiangling is the Pyro Archon. And every time a new Pyro character comes out, everyone is just like, can she replace Xiangling? Can they replace Xiangling? Yeah, no? Okay, we're not surprised. Okay, a character, yeah, okay. I wanted to mention this. So Kim Tae-yo, do you have Kuki Shinobu right now? If you have Kuki Shinobu right now, you are, oh boy, you are gonna be able to actually elevate your combat ability, like, right now. Very, very easily. Goba's the real Pyro Archon. Lilith can kill everything except for Hydro Slams and Hydro Abyss Mages with a shield. And the Hydro Tulpa, yeah. No? Okay. That's okay. You'll get her sooner or later. Doesn't like attention, so Goba gave 1% of his power to Xiangling. So everyone would think, hey, Shangling is the Shangling the hero. Hooray for Shangling. And then it was actually Goba's power. Okay, that's okay. But yeah, Kuki Shinobu, definitely a 4-star to look out for in the future. Oh, Yao Yao as well. Yao Yao, very, very nice. One of the very few Dendro healers that we have in the game. Kirara, pretty decent shielder, but not very team limited. The teams that she is decent in is that she's good in. Oh, Chevreuse, man, Chevreuse, a 4-star to actually look out for in the future. Chevreuse, Ororon is okay. He's okay. He's good. He's good. All right, 5 stars to look out for. So just like I said, the one that I'm using right now, Neuvillette. I can find him. Where is he? There. Thank you. There. Okay. Right. So Neuvillette, definitely a 5-star to look out for. Like I and people in chat were saying earlier. I believe Shinrin said was the one who said is actually really good for beginners. And yes, I definitely agree with that. So like I said, Zhongli makes if you are struggling with combat content now because like you feel like you die so often, or like you're having so much trouble like with enemies hitting really hard, or like right, stuff like that, then Zhongli definitely is gonna help you out so much. Just swap to Zhongli, hold E, and then forget about everything. That's it. That's sort of what Zhongli does. Hold E, right? Get the shield on, and that's it. You just attack. You forget about dodging. You forget about dodging. You forget about dodging. You forget about like enemies. Like you forget that enemies are actually attacking you. Gotta go see you all in 20 minutes. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Bulbasaur. See you later, man. Zhongli Immortal. Not really, but he has the strongest shield in the game, despite how easily it is to build him. Yeah, it's like really, really easy to build him, and like his shield is just it's the shield with the highest. I don't think it's the highest multiplier shield in the game total, but it's just like brain dead easy to use. You just swap to Zhongli, you hold E, and then that's it. You forget about it. You forget about it, like and then you just don't take damage anymore until like 10 seconds from now, when the shield expires. But yeah, so like I said, so yeah, Zhongli, if you want to turn off all damage in the game, sure, that's what Zhongli does. You can face tank everything because he has the thickest. Why do you have to spell thickest like that? Like enhanced booty thick. Who else to watch out for? Oh, Kazuha, man. Ooh, boy. Kazuha is really someone that is gonna take you into like really late end game. Raiden Shogun too. Raiden Shogun. She's one of the Archons. Also Zhongli, one of the Archons, the Liyue Archon. So you also mentioned earlier Tone Deaf Bard. He's not very good anymore. He's good at what he does, but what he does isn't very necessary anymore nowadays. Which is the best character? I wouldn't say there's a best character in the game because of how Genshin's combat system works. Like, so it's like you could already see, right? Like you already know that you can build a team of 4 characters. There's like, and like I said earlier, there are characters that are just that are only good with certain other characters, and there's certain characters that just aren't good. There are characters that are good, but like they're only good if you have certain other characters. Like like for example, the character I have right now, right? Like I'm using Neuvillette, you can see that. But if I don't use Kazuha and the other character I have on the team right now, not this team, but like another character that makes him really strong too is Dvalin and Farina. Then Neuvillette's still pretty good, but just not that good. Right, so it's sort of like team synergy, like knowing which characters go well together is what makes characters good in this game. A Pyro DPS is speculated to rerun next patch. He is also good. Arlecchino. Yeah. Rumors say that a hang on. Okay, let's go up the list slowly then. Okay, Raiden Shogun, a character to look out for. Yelan, definitely a character to look out for. 5-star to look out for. Nahida, definitely. She is the Dendro Archon. As well. Alhaitham too. Pretty good. Really good Dendro damage dealer, as I said. Neuvillette. Freena, the Hydro Archon. Neuvillette is not an Archon, but he's sort of doing the Archon's job now in lore, in the story. He's sort of like the only playable like dragon character we have in the game. This is the character that Tabish is talking about, Arlecchino. She is a Pyro on-field damage dealer, and she is really good. Ida's an Archon? Yeah. Yeah, she's the Dendro Archon. Like, just casually spoiled Archon quests. Wait, did I? Oh, sorry. My bad. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. Okay, oh my god, that was a spoiler. Oh, that was pretty bad. Okay, alright, I'm just gonna pretend it didn't happen. Nothing happened. Nope. No spoilers here. No spoilers here. This is a spoiler-free zone. You're on your own with this one, RJ. Arlecchino. Who else? I guess Milani's good too. Yeah, Milani's pretty strong, but she's... I don't see Milani as a very new player friendly character. She's I don't know, like I feel like she's on the technical side to use. Like she's like, it's very like her mechanics are simple in like on paper, but like in execution they're actually a lot more complicated. But she is regardless she is pretty strong. If you get used to how to use her. Kinich and Chasca are they're okay. They're okay, but and they're quite easy to use, but they're not very. They're strong, but not very strong. Zelonan, another character to look out for. Oops, wrong map. Is she almost naked? So she is apparently what is she? A craftswoman slash blacksmith slash inventor. She's a DJ, and she is a name forger or whatever her title was. So like, yeah. So the almost naked lady you just mentioned, she's that, and I don't know. I don't like. Okay, I know that doesn't explain why she's like barely wearing anything, but that's what she is. The blue one? Oh, Milani. Ah, okay. Because she comes from a tribe in this map, Natlan. This nation is called Natlan. She comes from a tribe called, I don't know what it's called anymore. People of the Springs. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember anymore. But she comes from this tribe, and they're sort of like hydro slash water slash beach people, whatever. And they're like quote, I don't know, one with water or something. They're like Avatar but water. Yeah, there you go, Avatar, Way of the Water. yeah, they're like the Avatar people, you know, from Avatar 2.
自分のせい
Are they Fiji or Andreas? Oh my god, speaking of Andreas, man. Andreas is probably sobbing at this point. Just like nobody's come back to Mondstadt to see him in his domain. Wait, what day is it today? Saturday. Oh, wait, I think I forgot to get my teapot stuff from yesterday. Is Risley, however you spell his name, good? However you spell his name. He's... Sorry, hang on. So there are some people here who like him and like use him a lot. I feel like they would be more qualified to answer this question than me. I think he's good. He's just not very good. At least to me. But again, yeah. I think there are more qualified people in chat to answer this one for me. Oh, what achievements did I get? Okay. All right. Swapping accounts. He hurts himself. He does. Yeah, from what I remember, every time he normal attacks, he drains his HP, right? Is that how it worked? I forgot. Is Morgana team still good? It hasn't gotten worse. It's just that the enemies in the game just have become like a lot of the newer enemies just are very bad for Morgana. Like they are barely freezable and they're barely crowd controllable. Dead teamed. Where's Morgana? Kim, Morgana is just the nickname for a certain team that used to be really, really good. It's still pretty good, but it's just that long story. It's a long story, but it's not very good anymore now. Can you just freeze enemies forever? Yes, but not all enemies. There are some enemies that just... I don't know what it is, but some enemies just don't get frozen as long as other enemies. Like, they seem to have some kind of freeze resistance. But yes, you can. Except for bosses. You cannot freeze bosses. Because you can just use if you can, like, especially now in the early game, you have Kaya, you have Barbara. You can't actually just use them together and just freeze them. It's not gonna be easy, but it's something. It was supposed to stand for Mona, Ganyu, and Diona. Morgana? Diona. Was it Diona? Wait, didn't Team Morgana come out before Diona was released? Because like from what I remember, Mo from More comes from Mona, and then Ga from Ganyu, and then that was it. And then yeah, I guess Diona when she got released. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm remembering this right either. It's like Shenhe. Kind of meh, but she's gorgeous. It's had a lot of the great looking characters are just meh. Yeah, like Dia, right? Dia, Shenhe. I mean, you know. Oh, it's kind of like Arlecchino's signature weapon, right? We were talking about that earlier. Arlecchino's signature weapon is good, but just it's not even the best. It's right, like it's her signature weapon, but it looks good. It looks really good on Arlecchino. I want to get the hot man that hurts himself. Obviously, he's a sub.
水の味は実に幽怨な趣を持つ。
I guess that's sort of like Genshin's thing, Hoyo's thing. If they make something or someone look really good, then they have to make it not good. They have to make it not so good. If they actually make something really good. Anyway, I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna need to start getting ready for work here. I have work in 10 minutes from now. So anyway, if you guys need any help building your characters, accounts, or making a decision which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams, and in the pinned message in YouTube chat. If you want my personal opinion, you can ping me over there. My name's Elvis Einstein. Of course, you can ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye, everyone.